This is our INSPIRE method for accountability conversations that brings in all of these dimensions. First of all, we're going to assume that you've started with clarity, that you've been very clear about expectations, because you don't want to have an accountability conversation when you are the person who has magical thinking or not shared clear expectations. So I'm going to assume you've got that clarity. And now you're going to start with connection. And when you connect, you're going to connect to a few things. You're going to connect the intention for the conversation, and you're going to connect to the human. So it starts with I, initiate. Hey, do you have a minute? Could be as simple as that. So initiate. N is for notice. Now, we're very deliberate about using the word notice because you can only notice a behavior. You can't notice an attitude. Now, you may say, Karen, I have noticed some attitudes. I am sure that you have, and so have I. I encourage you to think about what is the behavior that you're actually seeing that is causing you to think about this as a negative attitude. So, hey, do you have a minute? I've noticed that you've been coming in late. That's the behavior. Now, S is support. And this is where you're going to give specific examples of the behavior you're looking to change. Imagine that somebody has a negative attitude in your staff meeting. And so you think about the behavior. What am I noticing? Well, I'm noticing that they're completely distracted on their devices while we're in the meeting. I'm noticing that they keep interrupting their colleagues. So, hey, do you have a minute? I've noticed that you're interrupting our colleagues in the meeting. So that's the beginning. Initiate, notice, support. Now, the real magic of the model comes in the curiosity phase. And here's where you're going to probe and invite. You're going to probe, ask open-ended questions that get them to reflect on the behavior that you're looking to change. What's going on? Why do you think this keeps happening? So give them a moment. So, hey, what's going on? And you're going to invite them to come up with a solution to what they're going to do next to fix the problem. So what do you think you could do to be more present in our staff meetings and really listen to the ideas of others? And then the final part of the model is now commitment. And here is where you're going to bring in two of the greatest of all time powerful phrases. So first, you're going to recap what you heard people say. So what I've heard you say is you're going to do this. Do I have that right? Great. So that's a check for understanding. And then finally, you're going to do what we call schedule the finish. We've got 3 more staff meetings between now and the end of September. Let's get a time on the calendar right now and talk about how this is going. So when you use the INSPIRE method to have accountability conversations, it enables you to get better at having the conversation you would rather avoid or that you generally suck at. This will give you the confidence and competence to do that well.